Well, I'm sure it's a surprise to you that I'm back with an Ask Chuck webcast this week when just 8 days ago doing a webcast I said to you that I would not be making a report this week because I would be in Iowa holding 12 town meetings in southwest Iowa. Well, as of Thursday afternoon, I had to cancel my town meetings because the leader, Senator Reed, decided that he was going to keep the Senate in session this week. Normally, the 4th of July week is a week that we can plan on being in our state to do whatever we want to do, and for me, that's holding town meetings. Well, here we are back again, and so I thank you for participating in this webcast. I'll go to our questions, and as I just said, if we don't get your questions answered on this webcast, then I'll do it by email or by postal mail. First question comes from Rick Algona, quote, "While I understand that budgets are being squeezed across the federal government, I ask that you allow Farm Bill conservation programs to continue the good work that they're doing on the ground. Cutting funding disproportionately will only incur greater costs in the future." I agree with you, Rick, on the importance of conservation programs. I agree with you on the opportunity that if there are going to be reductions, that the Farm Bill be proportionate. I've said those same things in the past. I would hope that any changes in farm program payments would be made later on this year or next year when we redo the Farm Bill for a new 5-year farm program. On the other hand, there are negotiations going on right now between the President and Republican leaders in the House, Democrat leaders in the Senate, to try to arrive at a bipartisan agreement to save about $2 3/10 trillion over the next 10 years. What's on the table there? There's some talk of taking some money from farm programs. I'm not involved in those negotiations, but every time I get an opportunity to talk about farm programs, I'm saying that reductions ought to be done in the context of the farm program debate and not in general deficit reductions. But I'm not sure that that's going to hold. And so you might expect that we would get a bill here in the next couple weeks where there would be some reductions in farm bills, and probably that issue will be decided in its total context and not a separate debate on farm issues versus something else. So I don't know what the future holds except to say what I've already said, that I agree with you on the importance of conservation. I agree with you on that farm programs shouldn't be disproportionately cut, and it should all come up in the context of a farm bill, not otherwise. But it may be otherwise. Thank you very much, Rick, for your question. Michael from Huxley says, quote, "I'm a small business owner and encourage you to continue to fight for fiscal common sense. Please push for decreased spending and fight for no tax increases, as such trickle down would directly affect my employees." You're a small business owner. Small business owners create 70% of the new jobs in America. If we tax you more, it takes money out of your cash flow. You'll hire less people. So in times of high unemployment, why would you want to hurt, and I don't want to hurt, the machine that drives employment in America, small business? I want to tell you another thing. I don't believe it's the case that you're undertaxed. I believe the problem here is that Congress overspends. And when it comes to tax increases, I follow the research of Professor Vetter of Ohio University, who says that when you increase taxes $1, Congress spends $1.17. So consequently, I believe increasing taxes is a license for Congress to spend more and increasing the deficit rather than reducing the deficit. That's why we have to do it on the expenditure side. I thank both of you for your questions. The rest of this week, we'll probably be working on the Libya resolution and not doing what we were called back to do, which was to deal with the budget deficit. I'm afraid that we're back here during July 4th week, when normally we'd be in our states, where normally I'd be holding 12 town meetings, come back here to Washington and not deal with what we really have to deal with. I think it's a crime, but that's the way it is. I don't run the Senate. Senator Reid runs the Senate. He's responding to President Obama, who is running around the country campaigning, raising money for his campaign, rather than sitting down with senators to try and iron out these differences. Thank you very much, and next week I'll have another webcast for you.